Hello out there, welcome to your favorite program, Portgist on Event on TV. Portgist on Event on TV has continued to be your weekly tonic, where we give you news in the maritime industry, aviation sector as well as the land border. On today's highlight, Katsina State Governor advises Nigerian Customs Service against incessant transfer of custom officers. Nigerian Port Authority, Tinkan Island Ports, commissions new towing truck to stall unnecessary traffic along the access road. Former Nigerian Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, GCON, tutors Nigerian Customs Service on image laundering. Freight forwarders protest against merger of Lillipond Port with Avowa Port. This and many more. My name is Safari Tokadi Collins. Don't go away.
Oh yes, this is Stars Maritime Academy, our foremost private maritime institute running courses in marine engineering, marine electrical, nautical science, as well as shipping management. Our auxiliary courses are workshop technology for 3 months, mandatory course for 1 to 2 months, ship familiarization for 3 months, as well as sea training for 3 months. At Stars Maritime Academy, we groom future professionals in maritime operations with our mechanical workshop, electronics workshop, welding and fabrication workshop, updated library, computer room, sick bay, conference hall, chat room, spacious parade ground, as well as serene environment on over 7 acres of land. Admission is on now into Voyage 1, Voyage 2 and 3, as well as Voyage 4. For further inquiries, contact the registrar, Stars Maritime Academy, along Ayobo Road, Itilogun State. Telephone 005-621-2451, 006-150-9740, or 01730-0463, or 01891-3549. You can visit our website on www.starsmaritime.com or email us on info@starsmaritime.com. Stars Maritime Academy, a rising star in maritime professionalism.
Managing Director of Nigerian Port Authority, Malan Habibu Abdullahi, has redeemed his promise to ensure that they provide a new towing truck to Nigerian Port Authority, Tinkan Island Port. Commissioning the truck during the week, Port Manager Tinkan Island Port, Barrister Efiota Ephraim, commended the Managing Director of Nigerian Port while admonishing truck owners to ensure that they do not park their truck indiscriminately on the port access road. He however warned that any truck that is parked indiscriminately on the access road will be towed by the management of Tinkan Island Port. He also promised to ensure that the towing van is used to assist truck owner if called upon. Freight forwarders at Lillipond Container Terminal staged a protest to register their displeasure of the intention of government to merge Lillipond Command with Apapa Command. Speaking during the protest was the former chairman of National Association of Government Approved Freight Forwarders, Prince Ijin Wachuku, who said that containers have not been steamed to the terminal in the last 9 months.
These are members of Anaka Naga Council initiatives based in the Political Command in Chora. What we are doing now is a peaceful march protest. As you can see, we are gentlemen and ladies. We are fighting for our rights as about from the songs we are saying. And right now, you can see that the CG's conference is going on in Katsina State, where the vice president of this country chaired it up and opened the ceremony. And right now, this is the time we want to make a protest known to the whole Nigeria. The federal government, the president of this country, the senators, all the ministers, all the governors, all those people who are involved in this stakeholder business. We want to appeal to them to come to our aid. AP Mola has decided to kill this command. AP Mola has decided to mark this place and make it an empty depot. AP Mola has started frustrating people in this command. Even the stakeholders, the custom officers, and all the agencies operating in this command. AP Mola has stopped stealing vessels in this command. We're asking why. Why are we being stopped? Why are we being deprived of our rights? There are about 5,000 people operating in this command. And those people are resident agents in this command. And these people have been deprived of their responsibilities, their duties, and official assignments. Now, how can you chase out 5,000 people out of this place because you want to make this place an empty container depot? It is not revenue generation point. We are saying that empty container depot in this place cannot give us business. It cannot generate revenue for the government. It cannot be peace here. If they are expanding Apapa, they should go and expand Apapa and open a place for empty container depot. That is enough for them to put it. This is the command of its own. It's a dry port. They're supposed to have their own feedback from their Apapa. That's what is 10 verses to this command. But up to today, that is starting us. Nothing's happening. So we say no to that.
Also speaking during this protest was Chief V.O. Asim, a national particular media consultant has been contracted by the APMT to blackmail every stakeholders in the chapter.
The purpose for establishing this place was to enable federal government to generate revenue. We have almost 5,000 people here. We have Nigerians here working. At this time that the government is talking about job generation, why will we not close our eyes and allow foreigners to come and destroy this place? The federal government told us that Nigerian Port Authority was inefficient, as all of you know. But surprisingly, today, the people that they have handed over the port to are grossly inefficient. They are enemies to Nigerian economy. I want you to know that we have lost the lives. Our workers will have to leave their house as early as 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Some of them ended their lives ended on the road to go to Apapa and report by 5 a.m. to pick tickets for booking of examination for custom functions. I hope you are aware of that. Now, at the end of the day, they give you 7 days. 10 days. Sometimes 10 days. And you might be surprised that you come there on that 10 days, the containers are not on ground. You start the process again. And the containers are supposed to leave the property 7 days from its arrival. You'll be surprised that for 1 month, you can see fighting to remove the containers from there because the containers are being blocked back. Apapa is heavily congested. They don't have machinery. They don't have the personnel. They don't have the knowledge to put these things right. Why is it that Nigeria will now open-handedly receive people that were driven away from Ghana for destroying their economy? You now make this place a depot for them. We are saying we don't want AP Mola. Let them leave Lillipon alone. Let them give us our containers. In July, August, Apapa generated 39 billion. Here we generated 800 billion and 700 billion. Whereas we are generating 8 billion from the 2 ports. Why must it be so? Are you now saying that we should now throw our workers, our boys, our family into problem by telling them that they are all sad? It is not possible. We are saying the government should review. Nigerian Port Authority was in charge of stemming of vessels. But surprisingly, they passed that right to AP Mona. How can you give such right to a contractor to use to blackmail other people? Bolaji ships and ports. They should stop using their consultant, Bolaji, to blackmail our port. They should stop blackmailing cost officers. They should stop blackmailing this place. You understand me now? This place is user friendly. You bring your cargo here within 3 days, the cargo is out. Examination here does not take more than 2 days. And they wait with this thing for them. You understand me now? We are making an arrangement with shipping company and when they are on examination, they should go for us. And they are obliging.
The Controller General of Customs Annual Conference has come and gone. This year, 2012 annual conference was actually tagged Border Divide Customs Connect. The CG's conference was actually held at Katsina in Katsina State. A high-power delegation led by the Vice President of this country, Architect Namadi Sambo, led a federal government delegation to Katsina for this Controller General of Customs conference. Speaking during this occasion, Architect Namadi actually appreciate Nigerian Customs Service for its role in governance and development of the Federation in the last few years, and applauded the leadership of Nigerian Customs Service for ensuring that revenue generation has increased from 30 billion naira monthly to 100 billion naira monthly collection, and advised that customs should ensure that revenue generation is actually increased and that trade should be facilitated.
To effectively maximize revenue collection and facilitate trade. I must commend the Controller General and the service in general for the clear improvement that from 30 billion naira a day, we are today at 100 billion. And the Controller General has confidently informed me that very soon it will rise to 150 billion per month. One of the ongoing reforms in the service is laudable and has brought about greater efficiency. I believe that more still needs to be done to correct the lingering perception of corruption and fraud in the service. In line with our administration's zero tolerance for corruption, the Customs Service must constantly examine itself by weeding out corrupt men and officers whose activities tarnish the image of the service. You must faithfully abide by the sound principle of good governance, which encapsulates transparency and integrity. Beyond facilitating trade and contributing to our nation's prosperity, the Nigerian Customs Service should continue its laudable role of protecting our borders and ensuring the security of our country. The federal government appreciates the efforts of the service in preventing the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in Nigeria. Government will continue to give you the required support to checkmate the activities of those involved in this illicit trade and bring perpetrators to justice. As you take stock of your achievements in the past years and re-strategize for greater attainment in the coming year, you must bear in mind that achievements are measured by more achievements. Nigerians are watching to see how well your activities will translate into greater success with homegrown human capacity after the full takeover of your operations from the service providers.
Companies is a multi-purpose consortium that specializes in container handling, import and export duties, underwater engineering services, as well as other engineering services with subsidiaries: Comet Shipping Agencies Nigeria Limited, Nigeria American Line Limited, Texas Plancheria Company Limited, Dynalec Limited, Best Trade Nigeria Limited, as well as 5-Star Logistics Limited, a special purpose vehicle terminal operator of the Roll-on Roll-off Terminal at the Tinkan Island Port in Lagos, Nigeria, with over 19 hectares land area terminal, 6,000 square meter warehouse facility, computerized billing system, efficient and dynamic staff, high-tech stevedoring services, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, adequate gating system, and recently commissioning of a new gate, round-the-clock on-duty security patrol, provision of a special center for examination of all vehicles by Nigerian Customs and the consignees, all to facilitate cargo clearance with less stress, faster time, and adequate security. No wonder over 50% of vehicles coming into Nigeria prefer to come in through 5-Star Logistics, Ro-Ro Container Terminal, Tinkan Island Port, Lagos, Nigeria. 5-Star Logistics, we're not just better, we are the best.
While welcoming dignitaries and eminent personalities to this CG's conference, the Controller General of Customs, Alhaji Diko Inde, GCON, actually appreciated the federal government for ensuring that they support the present leadership of Nigerian Customs Service. He also appreciates the various stakeholders for contributing their quota to ensure that Nigerian Customs Service increases in its revenue generation.
We are indeed followed by your presence. Excellencies, we are here today providing the old tradition for calling the formula since the last president, Sokoto, 2007. The Controller General of Customs afford us unity among other things assess the service performance during the year and strategize for the year ahead, strengthen our partnership with stakeholders on the operation of the service, foster better collaboration with stakeholders to ensure speedy clearance of goods and trade facilitation, and assess the progress of various IT projects and aim at quality services. The year 2012 forms a watershed for the Nigerian Customs Service. In a few more weeks, the service will be assuming all functions of service providers contracted by the government for scanning and risk management support under the destination inspection regime. The bold decision by the government to return to the service is the actual responsibility to confidence. It's a function of the confidence which the President has both in the leadership and the capabilities of the service, for which we remain grateful. Sir, we assure you, all Nigerian and business community, that we will deliver our mandate. In the year 2009, the present management under my leadership came up with a 6-point agenda to drive the service. They are maximizing the potential of service through capacity building, a model reverse to enhance discipline and integrity, enhance welfare package, consolidation of e-customs, collaboration and partnership with other stakeholders and international organizations, and fostering mutual understanding between the service and general public. In line with these aspirations, we have completed, inaugurated, and put into optimal use the Nigerian Customs Command and Staff College of Abuja. It is indeed with great joy that I mention that the World Customs Organization found this center worthy and accredited it as a regional training center for West and Central Africa. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, we have enhanced the remuneration of our personnel to a level that the tech company of an average officer can really take home. We still desire to do more in this regard to sustain the moral debate and impart fiscal discipline to the polity. We are on course in our organization agenda. Our development and digital database cargo clearance, Nigeria's integrated customs information system NICSIS, has enhanced our delivery and moved us ahead of the outdated as product customers. Our relationship with the international community is equally commendable.
While appreciating the Controller General of Customs for ensuring that the CG's conference is actually held in Katsina State, the Katsina State Governor, Alhaji Ibrahim Shehu Shema, said that Nigerian Customs Service should ensure that the incessant transfer of custom officers should be stopped, that this will go a long way in enhancing productivity for Nigerian Customs Service. Speaking during this occasion also was the former Vice President of Nigeria, Alhaji Aliyu Atiku Abubakar, GCN, who believes that Nigerian Customs Service needs to launder her image to ensure that the erroneous impression the society has about Nigerian Customs Service that it's a corrupt organization should be changed.
Frequent and unnecessary transfers of customs officers from one department of government to another. Because this regular and constant transfers will not encourage the level of revenue generation we anticipate in the customs services. And Nigerian Customs Service also should be well funded for high level efficiency and performance. It is when they are heavily funded properly to carry out their constitutional responsibility that the issue of revenue drive and revenue generation can adequately be addressed. In so many other nations, percentages are removed from the effort of the custom generation of revenue to give it directly to the custom exercise. And this will go a long way in helping them in areas where there is need for more effort to be made. Customs should also partner with NDLA, NAFDAC, and other institutions to partner with them like the Navy, the police, in order to address the issues of smuggling and other problems that slow down the efforts of the customs exercise in Nigeria.
Your Excellency, the representative of the Senate President, Your Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker, Your Excellencies, former presidents, Your Excellencies, representatives of governors, the Comptroller General of Customs, Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished invited guests, Honorable Minister of Finance, ably represented by the Minister of State, Dr. Irima, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this place called Katsina feels rather familiar. And I just don't mean Katsina town. I mean this gathering. When I was hired into the customs in 1969, June, that year, our first training school then was at number 1 Brickfield, Ebutemeta. And when we started our training, then we had, I think, 1 or 2 expatriates from Nigeria. The first thing I was told or taught was define customs and excise. And the white man said, customs and excise is to facilitate trade. So it did not say collect revenue or seize goods, but facilitate trade. That is why in my years, I paid more emphasis on revenue generation rather than seizure of goods. And that was why every command I was posted to, I always emerged top in the revenue chart.
Ananka on the march again. Ananka on the march again. Looking for a good leader. A performer and dynamic leader. Parinto, it's our mano. Parinto, it's our mano. Hey! Foresight, accomplishment, resolve, integrity, noble ideas, trustworthiness, and an obligation to serve. That is our man, Kayode Collins Farinto K4. It is time to re-elect a performer and a dynamic leader. Re-elect K4 as chairman, Tinker Island Post chapter of Analka. Let's do it again. Farinto, it's our man. Farinto, it's our man.
Ports and Cargo has commenced the new operations for customs examination. Ports and Cargo has been able to put in place examination of cargo between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. daily to meet the 48-hour delivery of cargo as stipulated by the federal government. So with this arrangement, if you're booked between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., your container will be positioned for examination by 12 noon. And if you book between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m., your container will be positioned for examination by 2 p.m. So we're calling on agents to use this opportunity to get their cargo released on time.
World has indeed become a commercial global village. Nigeria, the West Coast and South Africa have become every shipper's destinations of delight. To meet this growing need, we present the CFAX Group of Companies, a maritime one-stop shop with subsidiaries on the West Coast, London and Texas, USA. With our well-trained and courteous staff, high-tech cranes, stevedoring services, haulage trucks with mileage across Nigeria and abroad, and our utility bonded terminals, we are indeed Nigeria's leading cargo handlers. CFAX Group of Companies, our team work with innovation.
Oh yes, this is Stars Maritime Academy, our foremost private maritime institute running courses in marine engineering, marine electrical, nautical science, as well as shipping management. Our auxiliary courses are workshop technology for 3 months, mandatory course for 1 to 2 months, chief familiarization for 3 months, as well as sea training for 3 months. At Stars Maritime Academy, we groom future professionals in maritime operations with our mechanical workshop, electrical electronics workshop, welding and fabrication workshop, updated library, computer room, sick bay, conference hall, chat room, spacious parade ground, as well as serene environment on over 7 acres of land. Admission is on now into Voyage 1, Voyage 2 and 3, as well as Voyage 4. For further inquiries, contact the registrar, Stars Maritime Academy, along Ayobo Ota Road, Itilogun State. Telephone 0805-621-2451, 006-150-9740, or 01730-0463, or 01891-3549. You can visit our website on www.starsmaritime.com or email us on info@starsmaritime.com. Stars Maritime Academy, a rising star in maritime professionalism.
That was the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who was addressing Nigerian Customs Service on the need to change our orientation and our image so that the society at large will appreciate the fact that Nigerian Customs Service has come of age and that the issue of corruption is no more embedded in our system. This is how far we can give you on the Controller General of Customs Annual Conference for this week. We promise you to give you a concluding part next week and the next few weeks, where you see how the National President of ANACA gave awards to the CG of Customs and other recipients who were actually given awards by the Nigerian Customs Service. Until next week, remain blessed.